Well, if you're like me, you've probably looked up in the sky and seen the sun. It is there for one reason, and one reason only: Copernicus. Well, actually, we know where it is thanks to Nicolaus Copernicus. He was born in 1473 in a small country called Poland, where he led a pretty cushy life and then went on to study mathematics and optics at university. He then later came back and got a job from his uncle as a canon in the cathedral. That is when he developed his love of astronomy, stargazing from one of the topmost spires. You have to understand, he was doing all of this naked eye. They did not have telescopes or binos back then. He began to see some strange things happening in the sky. The strangest of which was that the planets seemed to change direction. They'd be moving forward a period of time, and then move backwards, and then move forwards again. It did not make sense. Well, we know now that this is called retrograde motion, but Copernicus, in his infinite wisdom, decided to change everything anyone has ever thought about the universe and modify it. He put the sun in the center with the Earth rotating around it once a year while rotating on its axis. Now, you have to understand, this pissed a lot of people off. It's like when your parents have a child and you're not the only one getting the attention anymore. Well, that's how most people felt about this. They thought that the universe's new baby, the sun, was going to steal the Earth's attention. Why would God put his creations on a mere orbiting planet? It did not make sense. Well, clearly it did to Copernicus, who spent 30 years writing and perfecting his book on the revolutions of celestial spheres. He was published in 1523, sadly the same year which he died. However, I really could argue that he probably picked the right time to die, because those who carried on his cause for a heliocentric model faced some pretty dire consequences. Bruno was burned at the stake, and Galileo faced life imprisonment, all for toting Copernicus's ideas. Copernicus said, "For I am not so enamored of my own opinions that I disregard what others think of them." Well, we're pretty lucky that he did, because if he had listened to the minds of Ptolemy and Aristotle, who thought that the geocentric model made more sense, we would not have the knowledge that we have today. Copernicus is the sole reason why we have the model of the universe that we have today, because it started with understanding our own solar system first. In this exhibit, we see the model of the universe, model of the solar system. The sun with the Earth rotating around it and the moon rotating around the Earth. Copernicus is known as the father of modern astronomy, a title that he rightfully holds. It is thanks to him that we now have the basic understanding of the cosmos that we have today.